Better Call Saul episode is '05. So this is the story that tells the origin of Mike. Now this is something that has been alleged to on a lot of things, from going all the way back to Breaking Bad, and we now finally get to see like what makes Mike Mike. We see the a lot of the origins from the police department. We don't actually see him as a cop, but we see the after effects of what led him to leave the police department. Um, the anger of losing his son, the rift between him and his daughter-in-law. Why she doesn't exactly want him around per se. We see some healing there at the end of the episode. So the whole thing kind of stems from, his son was killed, and he basically killed them, the murderers of his son, because his son wouldn't be on the take. And the two dirty cops who kind of was like, this guy might rat us out, Mike couldn't handle that, so he fucking took him out. And the whole episode kind of stems from Mike kind of being under scrutiny for these two. I think they're from Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. Like, they come down to kind of investigate, like, are you the one that did this? And he gets Jimmy to help him, get the notebook from the cops, by spilling coffee on them, because the only reason why he had him as the lawyers, because he's like, nobody else would really do this shit. I know you'll do it. Which is kind of funny given the fact that he's Jimmy's trying to be this upstanding lawyer type guy. But these two cops are coming down, and they're trying to kind of pin it on him, but they don't really have all the evidence they need. And at the end, Mike goes to the wife and is like, Maddie wasn't dirty. Maddie's the son. He was like, Maddie wasn't dirty. Even though he had all this money, like, this is what happened. He explains what happened to her, and puts everything in perspective, and kind of accepts the blame for what happened. And it's really a heartbreaking moment, because not only is it from the standpoint that a parent loses a child, which I think it's sad that anytime that happens, but it's the fact that a parent feels responsible for that child's death. Like, that's even more fucked up. That, and also the fact that Mike is this kind of hardcore character that we've come to know from Breaking Bad and also this show, and he breaks down crying because his boy, not only did he get his boy killed, but he also his boy put him on a pedestal, and given the fact that he that Mike was on the take, and he he had to convince his boy, no, you have to be also, so that they don't kill you. And then that's it got him killed anyway, because they didn't believe that he wouldn't rat him out. So he feels like, I compromised, not only what I was to my son, but I compromised what my son was to himself. To me, that was some powerful shit. Like, that's like, damn. So the writers of Better Call Saul, they're pulling out everything to make sure that we get some, not only comedic value of the scripts, but some heart-wrenching writing. Because I'll admit, like, last episode, I really wasn't enjoying the Chuck story, and I had said that, and I thought the Mike stuff was interesting. We just didn't have a lot of it, and this was the full episode of just nonstop, nail biting, like, what's gonna happen, what's going on, what is it, what's happening, and I couldn't wait for the next episode. It was a great episode, this one. And it's hard to believe that we're only like 5 episodes in, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 episodes in. Like, this is just, a lot has been crammed into so much, or into so little. So it's been a really great series, and this is probably, I think, my favorite episode, because it's just so good. and we get to see so much of what one of our favorite characters is all about. If they keep the caliber of this writing, like, I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite series. It's right up there with Breaking Bad. So, but anyway, those are just my thoughts. That in mind, be genuine, guys. Be safe, and keep on geeking on.